What's up guys, it's Dylan, and today I'm going to be going through my full 2023 arm routine. Now what's great about this routine is, it's all on the cables. So you literally don't have to leave the cables the entire workout. You can just hog the cable machine, bang out your reps, and then get out. So one thing I want you to notice when I'm doing these bicep curls is my elbow joint itself really isn't moving at all. And that's because I want to maximize the amount of work I'm getting directly into the bicep. The moment you start moving that elbow joint up as you complete your curl, you're going to use a lot more shoulder. Using a little bit of shoulder in your bicep curls isn't the worst thing. It's really not exactly what we're trying to target here. Do your best to keep that elbow still. Next up, we're going to be doing lateral raises, which is going to be targeting the side delt. And again here, looking at the form, notice how my elbow joint is pretty much locked out in extension the whole time. The stiffer you can keep that, the more direct load you're going to be getting on the side delt, and not using any tricep or any other forearm muscles to help kind of extend that weight forward as you extended that unlocked elbow. So make sure that elbow is locked and you're putting maximal stress through that shoulder joint. Next up, we have tricep pushdowns. Now for this, you can see the way I'm gripping it isn't the same as I've been gripping for all the other exercises. For whatever reason, I kind of just like gripping it like this. Maybe I just like holding cylindrical objects in my hand, but basically with this, I feel like this grip gives you the most ability to really extend that tricep all the way at the end and squeeze that last range of motion. But really, you can hold it however you want. But I do want you to notice again at the elbow joint, keeping that elbow as still as possible to maximize the stress on that tricep. You can see form breakdown a little bit in all of these towards your last 2 or 3 reps, and that's not anything to be too concerned about, but you really do want to make sure you're keeping consistent form the vast majority of the time. Next up, we have reverse flies, which is going to be targeting the rear delt, and this is an exercise that I actually recently just incorporated in all of my routines or whatever, but I really do like this one, and it targets the rear delt, which is a place that people overlook a lot of the time, and I can tell just by doing these reps, like I'm getting tons of activation by doing this muscle group, so I definitely know it's an area that I was lacking in. But this is really a great move for activating that rear delt. Again, with this exercise, you're going to want to keep that shoulder or that elbow joint locked out at extension the whole time, so you're maximizing the moment on that shoulder. Next up, we have hands down my favorite cable exercise to do in the gym. Really, the whole workout is built around the fact that I can do this exercise in this workout. And I don't even know what you would call this technically. I just call them ins, and I call the reverse of it outs. But you get tons of side delt, even a little bit of bicep in there on this exercise, and even a little bit of tricep as well. It really activates all 3 of those muscles really well. And yeah, I can't say enough good things about this. Again, looking at that elbow joint, the only thing it's really doing is rotating. So it's getting pulled a little bit, but I try to keep that in place as much as possible. Up next, we have another super simple exercise, the classic forward raise. With this, again, I'm keeping that elbow joint locked to get the maximum force through my shoulder. I'm going to make sure I'm getting the most amount of work on that front delt, as that's what we're targeting in this exercise. One other quick side note I'd like to make about this exercise is, while you can if you'd like to, personally, I don't find much benefit in bringing my arm up past 90 degrees, like past parallel with the floor. When I start getting my arm vertical, I feel like it takes load off the front delt, and it's kind of just reducing time under tension. For the last exercise, we have outs, which is basically just the opposite of ins, whatever you want to call it. Another great exercise. The only reason I don't like this one as much as ins is because I can do a little less weight on outs, so I don't like it quite as much. But it's a great another side delt. Also hitting a little bit of that triceps as you extend as well. So ins and outs, honestly, if you only do 2 exercises from this whole workout routine, I would at least recommend trying those 2, because just the amount of small supporting musculature that the ins and outs exercises do is massive benefits, huge for developing that full 3-dimensional looking shoulder. That's about it for the video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed my 2023 arm routine. As soon as my legs are ready to, you can see my knees are looking a little banged up still. As soon as I'm able to, I will do my 2023 leg routine. It'll be machines mostly, leg presses and stuff. But that, as well as a diet video, will be coming out soon, so that's to look forward to. But yeah, like I said, that's it for the video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. Have a good day.